Another thing that a lot of women are always concerned about too is, will I be able to, the supply and demand.
Yeah.
They say this is the one area in life where size does not matter.
Definitely.
So, and
sizes.
full disclosure, I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to, and I went from a 34A to a 36 double D. It was a lot of supply, freezer, breast milk for 2 years, but I didn't expect that. I'm sure a lot of women out there are saying, wow, and maybe some women have, larger breasts, and sometimes there is no supply. That's something that just comes, or how does that work?
So let me start with when you start off in breastfeeding, even in the hospital, right after birth, the baby's going to go to the breast. And what's happened is your body actually will naturally create the milk on supply and demand. So the more times the baby's breastfeeding, your body is going to produce more milk. What happens when we get a little confusion when we supplement, because if you start getting bottles in between, your body actually will shut down and say there's not a demand. I'm not going to make as much milk. So when we want to do exclusive breastfeeding, we want that baby on the breast as much as we can. And I know our lactation consultant has helped many moms, and you get support in the hospital as well as when you're home.
And you had a lot of supply too, you were telling me.
I did have a lot of supply. I was very lucky, but I have friends that were very large breasted and didn't have a lot of supply. And a lot of things really can play into that. There's really only 1% of the population that doesn't make milk.
Okay.
And a lot of times if you have polycystic ovarian disease or something like that, that's really the only times you won't make milk. But again, it really goes back to that supply and demand.